Okay, so this is gonna sound like I've been living under a rock, but I guess I have been. I recently got put on to Chase Atlantic by a friend, and I've been enjoying their songs a lot, so I think I want to make something that's a little bit inspired by them, but with room for interpretation. I don't really know music theory, so what helps is using stuff like scalar, or Reason has something you could set your scales and chords to, so you don't like play wrong notes, and then you have the option to turn chords on or off. I usually like to keep it at 3 notes and then put the inversion to 1. And then if you really want to check, you could see which notes are wrong. So that's in the gray area, which means it's being fixed to this. And usually I just like to play with the same set of notes. If you have the chord and scale utility on, it usually works out. But of course, there's going to be times when you don't want it on. If you want a certain emotion or an effect, you're not always going to want it in this major scale. That's kind of cool. What I like to do is just separate it into different notes from here. So maybe I could probably repeat one more there. From here, we could just switch the instrument out. Maybe look at Reason's thing right here. Polytone dual layer synth. Something like that. And then we could probably just drag it and copy it. Maybe pitch it up. Alright, so we're gonna layer that. So this is something a little airy, just for added texture. I always like to add in some guitar things. Ample guitars are really good, but it helps to layer it with something else too. I do like Omnisphere's selection of guitar, or in this case, this one, PRS lead guitar. And then I will add this amp and this delay. So one cool thing you could do, you could emulate guitar wobbles. I forget the term for this. It's like the same thing on tremolo, I think, right? But you could emulate that by playing with your pitch value just a little bit. So right now on this Omnisphere, the max range for the pitch bend is 1, both up and down. But I think we just need to go up, I think. So what I want to do is start from 0, go halfway-ish, and then something like that. You could also play with the curves here too. I don't know how much this matters, but it's fun. So copy paste, and then you could adjust it to see if you want a faster tremolo or a slower tremolo. So yeah, that's one neat way. Alright, and then lastly, I found this arpeggiator that sounded kind of nice. So what I did was basically just put the initial chords in there. Next, we're just gonna get into some drums. Got the hi-hats. For these kind of tracks, I like to add in cymbals in there. I also like to pair that with a delay, so it sounds like there's 2 cymbals going on. Something like this. Got an open hat too. Also, I am gonna make this into a roll just by adjusting the time on this. Maybe one more. Do one more. So let's bring in all of these. And then I think I'm gonna try to organize them in the way I see it fit. Okay, so I do want to mention that I added these little toms in there, which I think helped a lot. But yeah, that's what we got, and then let's work on a bass just to complete it. Lastly, I guess I did want to try to make a little guitar solo part. And so this is what I came up with. I found that playing with the pitch is also really important again. So you can see here, I did a lot of the tremolo stuff here, using the pitch bend just to drop it off a bit. I think that's pretty much it. And then I added some vocals. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this beat, and please like the video and subscribe. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one.